What ideas I've been working on? I'll lay them on you.
Dude, wait. It's called Everlong, and you wrote it about 20 years ago.
Hey guys, welcome to the Geedunk. We just saw Studio 666.
That's right, everybody. Is this movie starring Dave Grohl and his Fighters of the Foo beating on some demons we're checking out? Stick around, because we're about to find out.
Studio 666. Who's in this?
All right, man. We got it. Old Dave Grohl and his Fighters of the Foo.
The actual Foo Fighters playing themselves.
In the movie.
Are
That's
you a big
right.
Foo Fighters fan?
I love Foo Fighters, man. Yeah, love their music. You know, I think they came out when I was maybe a junior or senior in high school, and love it, man. I mean, of course, Dave Grohl was former drummer for Nirvana. You know, he loved Kurt Cobain. You know, wrote "There Goes My Hero" about him, and just a great band. And Dave Grohl is just a great dude, man. Like you see, you know, he's just very, just very nice guy. Anytime you see him talking online or whatever, it just seems like he's a very good dude. So I enjoy those guys.
I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, I'm not against them. I like some of their songs, but I wouldn't say I'm a huge Foo Fighters fan by any means.
Yeah, I like Foo Fighters, man.
Who else is in this?
All right, we got Jeff Garlin from Goldbergs, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Then we got Will Forte, man. That dude's hilarious. Forte.
Yeah, I like him. He's been on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
He's been Last Man on Earth.
Yeah, he actually
played voice of Shaggy on Scoob.
Yeah, he actually created the show Last Man on Earth. So yeah.
He's funny.
And then you got a couple other people in
Whitney
it.
Cummings plays the neighbor.
Yeah.
She
was okay in it.
right.
Yeah. Really cool death scene with her in it, in the movie that I enjoyed. And then you got the chick, Jenna Ortega from Scream, who played the little sister, but she's in this movie for like 2 seconds. So.
Yeah, I mean, Will Forte's not in this too much. It's mainly about the Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah, totally. And yeah. So going into this movie, first of all, let me tell you, you could totally tell watching it that the movie was meant to be stupid and it was just meant to be a good time, right? You can tell these guys were just having fun making this movie. They enjoyed doing it, and it was just meant to be a dumb freaking horror movie. There's not even really much
comedy horror movie.
And you could tell they just did it just to be lighthearted and just to have a good time making this movie. And that's and that's really what it was.
And when I watched the trailer, I was like, this is just going to be stupid fun. It looks very campy, and they got all that right except the fun part. If you're a big Foo Fighters fan, I think you'd probably like it because some people in the theater seem like really into some parts of this. But I'll tell you what, this movie was poorly acted. The plot was just beyond dumb. I thought Texas Chainsaw Massacre was bad, but man.
Well, yeah, but again, this one I think was meant to be that way on purpose, right? I mean, they're not trying to make some high budget film here. These guys Foo Fighters just come together.
I'm not even talking about the special effects or anything.
And Dave Grohl's, Dave Grohl's the one that wrote this movie, and
he needs
everything.
to stick to music.
But what I will say is I thought the demons in this were kind of cool looking, right? Because you've never really seen those looking kind of things in other movies and stuff. So
I mean, they look like little critters with red eyes.
Red eyes, yeah. So, but it was kind of original. I enjoyed that. I thought it was pretty original. The demon characters in this, and like I said, there were some crazy freaking cool death scenes in this movie, man.
There's a lot of jump scares in this. They try and get you quite a bit.
Oh yeah. And Dave Grohl's acting is good. Like Dave Grohl acts pretty damn well.
I tell you what, he kind of saves it a little bit as far as the acting goes because like Pat is terrible.
Horrible
Anytime he's like on the screen, it's terrible.
Oh yeah.
He always has like this goofy looking like smile grin on his face.
Doesn't have a lot of emotion.
Wow, his acting is bad.
Oh, it's bad, yeah. Well, and of course, the little bit that Jeff Garlin's in it, there's some funny scenes with him, especially in the beginning when they're talking about they're doing like some dick jokes in the beginning and stuff. It was pretty funny. Later on in the movie, it gets kind of stupid with him in it. But the beginning was pretty funny with him in it. And then, of course, Will Forte, that dude's always funny, and he wasn't in this movie enough, I don't think.
No, that's one thing I think this movie needed. They needed more supporting actors to prop up these musicians because the acting is so bad.
Like the neighbor Whitney Cummings, her acting was fine, and then of course the death scene with her in it was freaking phenomenal. Like you ain't ever seen a death scene like it. Just think like death scenes of like Jason Voorhees, like with the with the teenage campers and stuff like that, and I kind of give you an idea what happens in this movie with her. But
Yeah, I will
that
say,
was cool.
anytime someone dies, it's pretty gruesome.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome
But
death scenes, awesome
that's
gore.
really the only thing I'd say this has going for them. I mean, the plot of this thing is beyond dumb.
And there was some good comedy. You know, there was a couple
Not
times
really.
I laughed.
Not
there were some
really.
times I laughed in it. You know, but the plot was dumb. The plot was very dumb. And the thing is, from what I gathered of it, especially watching the beginning and the way things went down, because you got the Book of the Dead, like the Necronomicon and all that. I think he got a lot of inspiration from Evil Dead for this movie. I really do. And which, of course, Evil Dead was phenomenal, right? Evil Dead 1, 2.
Yeah,
it
could have used Smash up in this.
Yeah, could use Smash. But I think he probably got some of his inspiration for this movie from the Evil Dead series. But yeah, could have been better.
Yeah,
sure.
even just the plot of them going to this house to film a new record. I'm like, why would you want to go here and do it? You know,
Right.
The layout doesn't seem to be conducive to this. I mean, it's like a worn out place. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't either, man. But
The point that was really ridiculous to me is like when there are actually some deaths going on, the band's like, I want to leave. He's like, we got to finish this record. And they're like, oh, okay.
right.
And I'm like, geez. And he's
Right.
like, give me your phones and your keys.
Right, and they're like, okay.
And they're like, here you go. And
All
I'm
right,
like,
Dave.
oh my God.
Yeah.
This is getting stupid.
Oh yeah, no,
quick.
it was very stupid movie. But again, you know, I think it was meant to be. You know, it was meant to be stupid.
I tell you what, if I didn't have like a movie pass, I probably would have walked out of this movie halfway through.
I tell you, so with the movie pass, I was the only person in the theater, so I got my whole theater to myself for 53 cents.
53 cents, you big
I rented
brother.
that theater, man.
Well, there was probably like 5 of us in there, and I saw it like prime time on Saturday.
Yeah. No, I saw it. When did I see it? Friday night when I saw it. No, Friday at 4. So I got like a matinee. Yeah, I was the only one in there, so I felt pretty good paying 53 cents and renting out theater myself.
This is it's a travesty that this wasn't on streaming. Because this is not good enough to be in theaters.
No, I would have never saw us in theater.
I feel bad for people. Like, you better be the biggest Foo Fighter fan to go out and pay money to see this.
Oh, no, absolutely.
You probably
absolutely.
actually enjoy it if you like the Foo Fighters that much.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't see anyone really recommending
Well,
it.
and again, what really made it bad, you know, and you kind of hit the nail on the head there, like the acting. I mean, Dave Grohl did a good job. You know, his character and everything did good. You know, when he played himself, but his acting was good. The rest of Foo Fighters, especially Pat, like you said, was just horrible. I mean, some of the guys were okay, but for the most part, they need sick music because their acting was freaking sucked.
Yeah, Dave Grohl, I thought was a standout.
Yeah,
but,
oh, yeah,
and if it
yeah.
weren't for him, this movie would have been a complete train wreck.
Like Dave Grohl, I think could be an actor. You know, he could go play in some movies and stuff. I think he'd do just fine. Now, what I did think was funny, his voice to me, man. You said you didn't catch this, but it sounded just like Jack Black, man. And his voice is so Jack Blackish, and especially in the scene where he's like trying to explain how he wants the music to go. He's like, "All right, man, you're gonna go bap, and you're gonna go." It was just reminding me of watching School of Rock with him, you know, Jack Black teaching the kids all that stuff. And it was just very Jack Blackish. Even his mannerisms when he was doing it, like, I got a big Jack Black vibe from that. But
How dare you compare this to School of Rock?
nah, man, I got a big Jack Black vibe from Dave Grohl there, and even his voice sounds very Jack Blackish to me. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling
This
you, man.
movie-
I'm telling you.
It's vying for the worst movie I've seen this year.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas Chainsaw didn't even have a plot, and I don't know which is
well,
was
because the
worse.
acting was better.
Yeah, that's true. The acting was better.
Better
than
than
that.
Texas Chainsaw, right? The acting is like aside from Dave Grohl and aside from the next door neighbor, and
But
you know,
the story in this one is just so bad.
Story
too.
was garbage, dude. Yeah, story was garbage. But again, you know, I almost want to give Dave Grohl a pass on it because I think it was meant to be. He just meant to be this just to be a goofy, campy, fun movie that he can make with his band members and his buddies.
Yeah, I get
and
that,
just have
but
a
you
good
got to
time,
make
man.
it fun.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen plenty of movies that are like that, but this movie just isn't fun enough for that.
Yeah, well,
I've seen Spaceballs. I've seen all kinds of goofy movies
Well,
that
you
are just
can't-
amazing.
you're talking A-list actors playing in those movies, man. You're not-
A-list actors?
Yeah,
You
Spaceballs.
think
Yeah,
Rick Moranis is
John
A-list?
Candy, Rick. Yeah, back then he was absolutely. Oh yeah, back then
Those
he
are
was.
A-list actors in that.
John Candy was an A-list freaking actor. Sure,
The guy from Independence Day, like people don't even know his name hardly.
Well,
A-list actors, get the hell out of
Bill
here. Yeah,
Pullman,
Brad
man.
Pitt, Tom
Bill Pullman,
Cruise.
Bill Pullman. Back, dude, you're talking a movie that was made
Bill
back in the 80s,
Pullman,
man.
he's not an A-list actor.
Dude, he played in a lot of stuff back then, man. Anyway, bottom line is you had a hell of a lot better actors in those movies than you do in movies like this. And these guys aren't even actors. These guys are
So
freaking.
what, you gonna
man.
give it a pass because like they're not professional actors?
I'm not giving
this
it
is a movie. I want actors.
I'm not giving it a pass. No, but I am saying I think this movie was meant to be stupid and campy. You know, I think it was. I think Dave Grohl intended it to be that way. Now, like I said, I really wish their acting would have been better.
So what?
but-
So what? Why watch this? What's
I can't give you any reason to watch it. Man. Well, unless
you're
unless
sitting here defending it.
unless you said there were some damn cool death scenes in this movie, and you admitted that, right? There was a lot of gore, a lot of cool death scenes. There's some cannibalism in this movie, you know. So That just for that alone, like if you want to, like if you get it on streaming, you just want to fast forward all the death scenes, and it'd be worth watching. Yeah, then it'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't recommend this movie.
No, I might not recommend it either, but it was still for what it was. You know, the fact that I had this theater to myself, 53 cents. It's all right.
So what do you rate this thing?
I'm gonna give it a 4. I mean, it wasn't a good movie. I mean, it was meant to be stupid, and I know it was, but you know, and I'm not gonna rate it lower than that because I know it was meant to be stupid. But it definitely wasn't worth paying any money to go to theater to see, for sure.
I'm going to give this movie a 2 because I would have walked out on it. If I would have paid real money for it, I would have been mad. There's no redeeming quality to this unless you're just a huge Foo Fighters fan. Other than that, it's terrible. It's terrible in every regard. I mean, the death scenes do not save this movie at all.
But they were still cool. They were still cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna crap on it that bad. I mean, that's a 2. That's the worst you ever get in any movie.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, that's the worst you ever get in a movie. 4, I've given decent amount of movies a 4. Maybe not a decent amount.
I would not watch this again.
I've given a handful of movies a 4.
I mean, there are like a chuckle or two in this.
Yes, there is.
Because there's like a Lionel Richie scene. That's
let's talk about that.
funny.
Dude, that was hilarious, man. That was probably the best part of the movie.
Probably.
Dave Grohl is having a dream, and he's what was it like? He was singing a Lionel Richie song. I don't remember which one. But Lionel Richie comes up in his scene, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing, Dave? That's my song, Dave." And that's my favorite. I love that song, Dave. You can't sing it. It's mine. And I was
kind of hoping for more of that going on.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's few and far between.
That was great. Freaking Lionel Richie, man. That was awesome. Dude, I was rolling. I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, that was probably one of the best.
And there's some other funny scenes with Dave
Grohl. There you go.
Where he's trying to come up with inspiration for the song and stuff like this. But no, I would have walked out.
Well, there you have it, folks. Wasn't a great movie. I definitely wouldn't have given it a 2. I gave it a 4, and I stick by my 4. I mean, it was. I would not have wanted to see this in a theater, right? Like I said, even streaming, it'd have been hard to watch. But you know, the death scenes were cool. There's a lot of good gore, and there was some funny stuff. And the Lionel Richie scene was cool. Definitely want to fast forward. Like if you never watched this movie for any other reason, just fast forward to watch the Lionel Richie scene. That was pretty damn funny. But yeah, there you have it. I'm disappointed that we got to say that because I was hoping that at least it'd be a little bit better. But
the trailer made it look great.
Yeah, the trailer did make it look great. But unfortunately, it just wasn't that great of a movie. But hey, let us know what you think. All you Foo Fighters super fans out there, if you're watching us, let us know what you thought about Dave Grohl and the band's acting. I would hope you'd probably agree with kind of what we said here, because again, Dave Grohl did a great job. The rest of the band, some of them did okay, but Pat was horrible. You're right. Pat was freaking horrible. But hey, that's it. That's Studio 666 in a nutshell. Yeah. So, hey, we hope you enjoyed our review, and we'll check you at the next one.
See you guys.
Yeah. We do this shit right here.
Studio 666.
Oh, so the last man on Earth.
MacGruber. You know it's bad. Listen, you're trying to defend it. I'm like, what way are you going?
After I saw it, like, dude, it's meant to be a stupid movie, so take that in mind when you go watch it.
You can't just say it's meant to be stupid, so therefore it's good. It's meant to be stupid, John. Oh,
well, then fuck it.
It succeeded. It succeeded beyond. I like Monkey Wrench the best part.
Yeah, Monkey Wrench is a great song.
You know why? Because it's probably in Guitar Hero.
So Jenna Ortega, what was she in?
I may have heard this first in Guitar Hero, then I added it to my list.
You all ready to see the Fighters of the Foo kick some zombie ass? Stick around. Well, any zombies, it's demon.
I don't even know if you were setting up for stick around and find out.
Yeah, no,
you ready to see stick around and find out? They'd be like, what? What?
Are you guys gonna show us the movie? Shit.
Guess I should say welcome to the Geedunk since some people can't get the damn
Yeah,
thing.
can't get the name right. That's right. It's the Geedunk. It ain't the Gadunk. All right, everybody. Yeah, ain't no damn Gadunk, man.
Richie!
Oh, from the movie. Gotcha.
What the hell you think I'm talking
I
about?
had no idea, man.
You think I'm talking about my Uncle Bob?
I'm trying to think what the hell I'm gonna say here.
What about Bob?
What about Bob? Yeah, that's good.
Been recording for 20 minutes. Got nothing.
All right.
I feel like Dave Grohl trying to come up with the next song.
That's right. It's a movie about Dave Grohl and the Fighters of the Foo beating on some badibadimidins. Damn, man, what the hell?
Yeah! Be like,
Yeah, pretty mad. That's right.
Check out the Red Band trailer for our new movie, fucking cock. Check out the trailer for our fucking movie.